How to protect yourself from various kind of scams. As the world is moving forward with the passing years, fraud and scams are also becoming smarter with time. The world has never been free from evil since forever. But as fast as people and technology are getting better, the scammers are also coming up with more creative ideas. In the 21st century, being excellent and optimistic is not enough. You have to be smart to survive in the world without being manipulated or mistreated by fraud. Unfortunately, there are various kinds of scams all of us come across during different eras of life. They can either be physical or online. Cybercrime is a clear example of that, but thankfully, it's not impossible to figure out where something is fishy. If you see clear signs that give you a suspicious vibe, then trust your gut instincts. Types of scams. When it comes to scamming innocent people, scammers always come with more creative ways to sound too real. Unfortunately, it is not possible to count each kind of scam. But here, we will try to cover the scams that people have been victims of with time. Real-life scams. Real-life scams are those scams that people face in person. They may happen, whether at the workplace or their homes. Anyone who has an intention of scamming does the homework to sound as authentic as possible. Lucky draw. The simple and most effective way to understand the intent of anyone towards you is paying keen attention to a few things. For example, if out of nowhere, somebody approaches you and tells you something that you have won in a lucky draw or something, that's high time to be alert. It is the most common trick of scammers to try to make you recall some form that you have filled ages ago, and you have now won something. So remember, when somebody asks you to share your personal and sensitive details related to your bank account or credit card, do not trust that person. Investment schemes. Many scammers show up with appealing investment schemes where they tell people the value of any property or asset that will be a profitable deal in the future. You need to follow one simple rule, that never sign any check without consulting any authentic consultant. Those who are genuine do not insist or force anyone to pay something at that very moment. Every genuine consultant tells the pros and cons of making any investment and suggests the investor think appropriately before deciding. However, where someone forces you to make an immediate and quick payment, that's a clear sign of a scam. Many scammers approach people pretending to be a bank representative, and there they ask you to confirm your account details. Remember, no bank representative calls its customers and asks for account ID and password details. So wherever anything like this happens, know that this is not a good act from a bank at all. In case of confusion, you can dial the bank and confirm if they have authorized or allowed anyone to ask for your financial details. Online scams. Today, we know that everything has been digitalized. After COVID-19, almost everything that was once an option has become a requirement. For example, before this ongoing pandemic, online shopping, groceries, studying, and working were the least hectic solutions rather than physical efforts. But today, even the people of the old generation who were not much into online dealings have become dependent on it. Today, almost everything has become digitalized, so the types of scams are also not behind. With time, scammers have been coming up with new ideas to harm individuals. Here, we have a list of various kinds of online scams and how to identify and protect yourself from various scams. Types of online, digital scams. Home-based work jobs scam. When it comes to freelance work or work-from-home jobs, almost everyone gets excited to make a few extra bucks in their leisure time. Every individual who uses the internet must have come across these kinds of ads about data entry and form-filling jobs. The only thing they want is to spend 1 or 2 hours a day. To figure out whether the online job is legitimate or not, you need to pay attention to a few things. First, if somebody asks you to pay a registration fee, there is no chance that the company is legitimate. Also, where you have to buy a membership to start working is a clear sign of fraud. Legitimate companies never ask someone to pay a fee to start working with them. Where you see someone is willing to pay massive amounts just for typing or clicking, know that it is not genuine. Online shopping scam. Online shopping fraud is one of the most common online scams where individuals lose their hard-earned money. It usually happens when you come across some online shopping portal or website where you see the products at unbelievable prices. Unfortunately, many people are victims of these online shopping scams. They pay a hefty amount for fake or shoddy products. To avoid being a victim of such things, always go through the review section and check customers' comments under multiple products. Even though to sound authentic, scammers post good reviews from fake accounts, but it is not difficult to understand that. No company has each product without any cons. It would be best if you observed smartly, and it is not too difficult to figure out whether the reviews are genuine or not. To avoid online shopping scams, never ignore going through the customer's reviews section. Fake prize-winning schemes. Every internet user must have got emails or messages in their spam folder about winning a lottery or unbelievable prize money. The funny part is you usually get a congratulating message about filling a form that you do not remember now. It is not a new method, but sometimes the message sender mentions confidential details about you, making you feel that this may be genuine. Dating scams. Since the internet is there, dating has taken a new turn, and it was never this easy to approach more people before. As everything is accessible in this era, so is meeting new people on multiple, chatting, friendship, dating, and matrimonial platforms. Unfortunately, even though the platforms are not fake, the people who use them can be dishonest and fraudulent who intend to harm you. Even though it is pretty challenging to find out if the person you have met online is honest or not, but there are still a few things about which you must be careful. Do not accept any presents at the very first time you plan to meet someone, as you never know if somebody is using you for any crime. Today, it doesn't matter whether you are a girl or boy, it's better not to meet someone at a place where nobody else is there. Kidnapping and robbery often take place in these situations, and it's always better to take care of such things instead of regretting them later. Debit, credit card scams. Every credit card user or debit card often gets legit emails from their debit, credit card companies about promotions or discount offers on your card. Unfortunately, scammers also use the same trick to send such emails, and they sound too real that usually, it is hard to find out if it's a scam. Fraudulent often call the cardholders and tell the details about earning some points through your credit card. Conclusion. With time, scammers have become more innovative than ever, just like any other thing. At times, it gets too difficult to find out whether you have come across a real place or person or not. The best and simple way to find out about a scam is knowing, no authentic company or consultant can force you to share your confidential details. Whether it is happening in real or online, where you see that someone is forcing you to make a quick decision about making any transaction, that is the place you should be alert from scams. For more information about how to protect yourself from various kind of scams, visit our website at communitywatchpaper.org.